Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 664, coming to you live from somewhere, nowhere, Colorado. There's a lot of sun out today. If you cannot tell from my red face, oh my gosh, I am so red in the face. I got tan strips on everything. But it was a great drive from Dallas to Denver. Have a Cryptorado meetup tomorrow night. Going to be there. If you're around, come find me. Come say hi. Bitcoin and beers, Cryptorado meetup. You can find the event on Meetup as well as on Luma. So give that a look. Or shoot me a DM if you want to come, or not even a DM. Don't shoot me a DM because I won't see it because there's too many group chats, but just say, hey, I want to go. If you're here in Colorado, would love to see you tomorrow starting at 6 p.m. But one of the things I got to do today, did a bunch of calls, got a lot of calls done, a lot of work done. Wanted to do a huge shout out to CPU Coin and Sean over there. Some really cool stuff is going to be happening, and really excited for that. Also got to have a great call with Ken over at Genius. We're going to have Genius on the show on Friday at, I want to say, noon Eastern. I think that sounds right. 9 o'clock Pacific. So yeah. That's going to be a great show with Genius. We're going to be putting that show out later on tonight just so that that's on the calendar. You guys see it. Little bit of exposure on that, but super excited for to talk with Ken and see what's going on there. We also have some really, all of this is stuff that's happening within Manifest and Lifted Network. So I'm just super excited for all of this. Getting ready to head to ECC and to Brussels, and there's a near AI day that I'm really looking forward to. There's some IPFS stuff, and there's 2 hackathons really looking forward to, and Sharif's Tacos. Maybe I'll finally make a Sharif's Tacos event. It has been in the making for a while, so let's see. But more importantly, what we have an amazing decentralized AI day, also known as DAI day, which is going to be a blast. I just sort of sit in awe with a lot of the early cryptographers, people that were doing machine learning and stuff in the 80s and 90s. And that just slowly paved the way, and so super grateful to get to be able to do that, see them, listen to them, talk to them, and then, talk about what's being built at Lifted and Manifest. And so all the way around, super excited. Great freaking way to start off the week. I hope you guys all had a great Father's Day. If you are a father or a dad in some way, shape, or form. So amazing. And then Monday, 12-hour drive, but, 1, 2, 3 gas station stops. Probably could have made it without the third, but, why not make sure you got a full tank of gas when you get where you're going? So if you get where you're going, you got to go, you can. That's like zombie apocalypse stuff 101. Don't forget that stuff. But a lot of interesting things happening around the world in blockchain. One of the people that I really got to sit and listen to again for a while, I haven't got to watch this show for a while, Paul Barron. I have what up, Pravi? Taco Tuesday early morning. I hope you're doing well. Yes. Tomorrow for me will be a Taco Tuesday, but When your name is Taco, every day is Tuesday. But Paul Barron, I've been watching him since like he had like 5,000 or less subs. He was just starting out. Like he had like one screen behind him. No, I don't even think he had a screen at the time. I think it was just like a blue backdrop. I was like, this. I like his balanced tone, and he's just still rocking it. He finds little clips and cuts. So now instead of like one a day, he's putting out a bunch of little things each day, little hot takes and stuff. But Paul Barron puts out a lot of good stuff. You should go listen. You don't have to give him a sub unless you like him. I really like him. But you might want to give him a sub and listen to what he's got going on. He did 2 really cool videos today. One sort of on the guy's name that starts with an H that left the SEC and pulled out some of the curious tweets that he had. So he's the enforcement officer for the SEC that resigned unknowingly, without any forewarning and without really saying where his next move was, except for someone said like Solana Foundation. The other one said Pump.fun or something like that. And, he responded back in I'm not working with them or with one of the meme coin projects. So as Paul pointed out, like you read between the lines sometimes on these things. He could have just said, I'm not working with any blockchain company or crypto company. But he specifically said, I'm not working with any meme coin project or with Solana Foundation, which leaves a lot of room for a lot of different places, especially because private market, aka firms, establishments, are looking to hire SEC individuals because they want to go in line with the SEC and they want to try to navigate it. So it's a really interesting piece that like people are like, oh, the private sector, they're trying to do it so that they can break the rules. No, there is no freaking rules. It's enforcement by, it's regulation by enforcement of made up things. Things stretched out so far that they lie on the stand to judges. And as we saw with the SEC's Utah office getting shuttered because they took a $1.8 million hit. SEC just cleared like 60 mil, from stealing from someone else. And they took a 1.8 mil hit, and that caused them to have to shut an office, and so it's really interesting here. But Paul covered some good stuff with that, and saw those trying to read in between the lines. And hey, he could have just been saying, I'm not working with meme coins or Solana, just to point out those two, and he might not be doing anything with crypto. But he just, when you're at that level and you're that scrutinized, everything you say is read and torn apart. So he couldn't say, oh, I'm not working with any crypto project. And, then it turns out he's working with a crypto project. But someone like Coinbase or something like that, Masari, the Thai, any, Uniswap, Ava Labs, anyone could be trying to hire him because they want to try to figure out how to do it right within, like, there's no rules, no clear regulation. So navigating the landmines and doing it right, which is a huge thing. People will think like, oh, it's a brain drain of the SEC. Well, that's Gary sort of made that, eminent. And this is where I sound jaded towards the SEC. Yes, like every good Degen, I dislike very much Gary Gensler and the SEC. But at the same time, the SEC plays an important role, protecting people's investments in a traditional finance way. TradFi, there's some. You think that there's sharks in Web3? They get they get through like your like $1 million rug, of your money that you're spending that you're able to lose, because that's what you're doing. You're only risking what you're willing to lose, on that type of asset. But they're going after, companies that are collecting like $70 million, stealing from families and stuff like that. And, lies there. But what I'm afraid of is, and I've said this a bunch of times, the SEC is going to get so hard that they're going to lose all of their teeth. And all of these companies that used to walk in fear of the SEC aren't going to do that anymore. And people are going to get more brazen, and we're going to see a lot of Web 2 TradFi stuff. So it's a very interesting aspect. But one of the really other good videos that Paul shared today was about Stripe and Visa and PayPal. Stripe has crypto. They were sort of talking their history. Oh, we tried to do Bitcoin a few years ago, but now we're doing crypto again, the new crypto. Payment on Solana, instantaneous, and how they showed that like it went through Phantom. So huge shout out to Phantom for getting that partnership, building that out, introducing crypto into Stripe allows for instantaneous payments anywhere, and so then they were talking about how it's being pushed into handheld devices, for POS devices, point of sale. So you could be at the restaurant and you just ask, I want to pay in crypto, and get the QR code, and bing, you paid for it. And that's amazing. Some of the other cool stuff, like with Visa using their World app for payment rails for business B2B services, how they're using Solana Network for that. There's just so much going on right now. It's unbelievable. Everyone right now has all their eyes on Solana. Three big projects. I want you to check out what's going on SUI, SUI. There it is. There's a lot going on there that I think you should take a look at, because you will find a lot of joy in that early DeFi that they have going on, which makes it a fun thing. The other side of things that you should be looking at too is seeing what More is doing. Morpheus, More 20 contracts. They're still pulling in a lot. Did you ever find out who put out a 5 million in ETH bounty on you? Sifu. That was Sifu. Yes. So, but just so you know, it was not, Sifu did not put that bounty out on me, as I am not the UWU hacker, UWU hacker. That is, I actually haven't checked and seen how that wallet's doing. Maybe I should do that later on. But what I wanted to take a moment to show you guys and pull up, because they're doing some really cool stuff still. Let's close that. I have way too many windows open, as I realize. I would think I have like, oh yeah, I got 76 tabs open. That's how many tabs I have open right now. So we're going to, since I'm traveling, as you can tell by my amazing decor, Hotels Are Us, we're going to share the screen, and we're going to do the infinity image, because that's what we do. Boops. And so we got it. We know what we're like. And so what I want you to do, as we figure this one out, I want you to check out Noun Space. Or wait, it is the Noun Space. Where the Noun Space? There it is. And from here, you can check out nounspace.com. And you can see their updated piece of what they have going on here. So we'll check in with what they got. So 14 days until Noun Space goes live, and you can have your own space. You do need to have a pair of Nogs. Now, I am giving away a pair of Nogs. If you need a pair of Nogs and you want to build a space, let me know. I would like to give you a pair. Please message me on Twitter on my page on today's pinned message, which is this show, and tag the Noun Space and say, I want that Nogs, Nogs. If you do it with a Z, I know you're not listening. But what I want to talk about is their fair launch piece. And let's go over here real quick. Boo, ba-doop, boo, ba-doop, 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 boo. We're going to go over to ETH mainnet. We're going to connect. So they already have 2,300 ETH staked in a day. So huge shout out to them. No, it's been like 4 days. So yeah, 2,300 ETH. I don't even know what is the math on that. And I don't even know what ETH is going at right now. So let's call that 2372 times. Let's see what ETH is at. I'm going to say 3,400. 3445. 3440. 3448. So that means they have $8.1 million staked in just 4 days. And these are people that are waiting to claim and it says that right here, $8.1 million. That is, all right. Glad to know my math checks out. And so right now I have 104 space. I have almost 0.7 ETH. What is Gwei at? Let's go. Let's stake a little bit more ETH if we can. I think we can. Can we stake any more ETH? Yeah, we can. So what do we need to do here? Let's see. Nogs. There's our Nogs. So we got point. So call it a 3.31. All right. So what we need to do, we need to go to here. Main site for Lido. We're going to connect our wallet. And we are going to do 0.32. We're going to stake that. It's costing us $1.72 in gas. Oh, man. $2.52. So we're going to get that. So that's at 3.2%. So 3.2%. So times 0.3032. So, all right. All right. So we have that. We're going to disconnect here. Remember, as well, always disconnect from your wallet, from the page, or as well as from your wallet, if that's what you're doing. And we're going to go back here. We're going to go back all the way to the Nogs, and we are going to refresh because now we have. We're going to do that way. We have a full, so that's costing us $3.89. That's costing $2.96. Boom. All right. So we're going to do both a tweet because we like tweeting. Earning space. Building. Morpheus more 20 contracts. And then just for the heck of it, lifted and manifest AIs. Boom. All right, so we just launched that tweet there, and then let's go cast it. Why not? Cast a noun space, Tom. All right. In the noun space, fair launch. Let's see. Noun space, Tom. Wow. Morpheus has not claimed its boop. There we go. So there we go. Those are our two pieces. Now we have a little bit over 1.0199 staked ETH. And so some good things going on there. You can check out what's going on from their homepage as well as the FAQ. But July 2nd is when the V0 noun space for all NOG holders. Now, what I have to tell you, there's a lot of people speculating about base airdrop, what could happen there. Let me tell you about this project. It got its first grant from Prop House, meaning the main DAO on Base that helped give out a lot of Prop House grants for builders on within Warpcast, Degen Chain, and other cool little art projects. The other side of it as well is that it utilizes Farcaster or Warpcast. It's going to be a Warpcast client or Farcaster client. And so if you're using all of those main things, that might give you a good reason to check out and maybe stake some ETH, which is the minimum is 0.011. So you might have a good chance of benefiting from this. You're not losing your ETH position in any way, shape, or form, because you can claim your ETH back after 7 days, letting it sit for 7 days from your last stake. So a lot of good stuff going on there. And that's, as I said, I wanted to sort of, I will look. So, Disclosure Crypto, send me a DM about Gari Network, and I will check it out, and I'll do a stream on it. I know you asked about this before. I've been slammed, but I will look at it and maybe do something on it like Wednesday night or Thursday. So, how about that? We'll take it apart on Wednesday or Thursday. Let's aim for Thursday. I think sounds about right. But I want to wrap this show up because it is late. It is midnight. Have a huge day and meetings planned tomorrow. I hope everyone's having a great time. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight on episode 644, Texas to Colorado, and DPIN. And Paul Barron Network. So a couple things I want you to check out. Morpheus. I want you to check out Noun Space. Love you to check out Paul Barron. Some really good information there. And sort of just high-level overviews of a lot of things that's going on. Super bullish on everything that's going on right now. And I heard, you might have heard as well, that BlackRock is in the middle of filing paperwork for a Solana ETF. Wonder why. Wonder who bought all of the SOL from the FTX creditors. But like always, want to thank everyone on LinkedIn, Player One Taco, YouTube, 0x Degens, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Kick, Telegram, Unlonely on Chain on Base, Soul Media Tech for on Solana, and everyone joining us on Twitter or on Twitter video. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And as always, we end with two things, our words of wisdom and the greatest, worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. But our words of wisdom are always the same. A closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity, opportunity can never come a knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. With that, I want to wish everyone a great night. All my love and heart to you, Liam. And happy Monday. And as Pravi said, now happy Taco Tuesday. But we end as we end every episode with the greatest, worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. Great shirt by 1 inch, by the way, too, right? I love it. Knock, knock. Who's there?